This is a Dalarna University production.
Welcome to the 7th grammar lecture in Arabic 1. Today we're going to talk about numbers 1 to 10. We're going to talk about the colors and about prepositions. This far we have talked about the singular and the plural forms in Arabic. And those are usually the two forms that are used in most languages. The singular and the plural. However, in Arabic there is a third form. There is also the dual. The dual is used when you want to talk about two things, or if you want to talk about two things, or if you want to talk about two people, or describe what two people are doing. For nouns, the dual is formed by adding alif nun at the end of a word. If the word is feminine and carrying a ta marbuta, the ta marbuta is changed into a normal t, and the feminine ending for the dual becomes tan. So سيارة is one car, سيارتان two cars, مدرس one teacher, مدرسان two teachers. So the an or tan ending shows that we're talking about two things. As we can see here, the ta marbuta is changed. Medina, medinatan. Tabiba, tabibatan. With very few exceptions, all numbers in Arabic have two forms, one masculine and one feminine form. Usually the only difference between the two is the feminine marker, the ta marbuta, at the end of the feminine form. So we got wahid for one and wahida. Arba, arba'a. Saba, saba'a. Saba for seven. Numbers in Arabic behave in a very special way, and today we're going to go through numbers 1 to 10 and see what happens to them. 1 and 2 behave like adjectives, and we've talked about adjectives before. They follow the noun they are describing, and they agree in gender and number. Before 1 we use the singular, and before 2 we use the dual. Number 2 looks different to the other numbers. It carries the same alif nun or ta alif nun ending that we saw earlier. So isnan means number 2 in the male form, and isnatan means number 2 in the feminine form. The only difference between them is the ta, standing for the ta marbuta. And we got some examples for 1 and 2, and as you can see, they work exactly like adjectives. They come after the word and they agree in gender and in number. طفل واحد, مدينة واحدة, بيت واحد, قطة واحدة. And the same for 2. طفلان اثنان, two children. مدينتان اثنتان, two cities. بيتان اثنان, two houses. قطتان اثنتان, two cats, two feminine cats. Now, if you look at a word, knowing that we have the singular and the dual and the plural forms, if you look at the word beit, for example, it's quite obvious that you're talking about one house. If you look at the word beitan, you can see from the alif nun ending that, well, we're talking about two houses here. And if you would see the word buyut, you would know that you're talking about many houses. Now, for 1 and 2 aren't really necessary to use, because you can see from the word anyway if you're talking about one thing or two things. So when you add them for emphasis, right? You really want to emphasize that it's one house or two houses. So you want, right. Number 3 to 10 behave differently. They come before the noun they're counting, not after, like 1 and 2, and the noun following them is in the plural form. Okay? This far should be fine. It's a bit like English, 3 houses, number first, word in the plural form. Now, difficult part comes here. This far we have worked really hard on remembering that gender agreement is very important in Arabic. Baytun jamilun, sayaratun jamilatun. Masculine, masculine, feminine, feminine. Now, with the numbers 3 to 10, it's not like that. Instead, they show reversed gender. So if you want to say that you have 5 houses, you need to think first, house is a masculine word. Okay? Then the number I want to use needs to be in the feminine form. If, on the other hand, you want to describe your 9 cars, car, right, okay, let's see, it's a feminine word. The number describing it then has to be in the masculine form. And we're going to see some examples of this now. 4 books, 4 is feminine, book is masculine. 7 cars, 7 is masculine and cars are feminine. More examples. These examples are all with feminine words. Because of that, the number is in the masculine form. 3 مدرسات 4 مدن 5 سيارات 6 طالبات 7 ممرضات 8 قطات. On this page, all the words are masculine and the numbers are feminine. 9 طلاب 10 كراسي 5 أولاد 3 مطابخ 4 مقاعد 6 كتب. This far we have talked about the U case. The U case is what you call it when a word has a single or a double dhamma, short U vowel, at the end of it. But in the texts we have also seen that kesra, I, or fatha, a, can be at the end of a word. Now all these vowels are signifying grammar. They're showing the grammar of the word, or if something has happened to it. It might be the object, the subject, etc. Today we're going to see what happens if a preposition is a word like in, on, at, beside, between, etc. If a preposition is preceding the word. When this happened, the last vowel is changed into a kesra, to an I vowel. This affects all other words that are connected to the word after the preposition. So if you have one word and then 5 adjectives describing it, all the adjectives change their vowels to show which word they are belonging to. Just like with the U case, where a single U is just pronounced as U, like al-baytu, and 2 are pronounced as UN, baytun. Same has happened for kesra. Fi al-bayti, baytin. Ayan at the end. We have some examples here. If you look at the right-hand side corner, we have hadiqatun jamilatun, a beautiful park. Nothing has happened to this sentence. It's showing its normal double dhammas too. It's not even a sentence, it's just 2 words put together. If we look at the same two words in the next sentence, we can see that they have changed their vowels. If we read the whole sentence, الوردة في حديقة جميلة. The flower is in a beautiful park. Because of في, حديقة has changed its double dhammas to double kasras, the double U vowel to a double I vowel. And Jamila, because it's an adjective and it has to follow whatever حديقة does, it too has changed into double kasras. Tanween kasra is what we call it in Arabic. The next sentence, أنا قريب من البيت. Min changes the last vowel to a kasra. أنا بعيد عن المدرسة. Same thing here. An changes the last vowel. المكتبة أمام الجامعة. والطعام على الطاولة. Got some more examples on the next page. These are a list of some prepositions that are useful and common, so it's a good idea to learn them. And all of them change the vowel of the following word into the I case. الكتاب على الطاولة. الكتاب فوق الطاولة. الكتاب تحت الطاولة. الكتاب جنب الطاولة. الكتاب بين الطاولات. الكتاب وراء أو خلف الطاولة. الكتاب أمام الطاولة. And remember, if we're describing the table, the big table, for example, the I case the adjective would carry the I case as well. So it would be الكتاب على الطاولة الكبيرة. And if we add another adjective, that too would change. الكتاب على الطاولة الكبيرة الجميلة. The book is on the big, beautiful table.